Hey guys, welcome dear world builders. I wanted to give you a short introduction into the Miro board, the world building Miro board. So how to build up your own world. First of all, this board is always in a permanent process of, it evolves, I get feedback from you guys and I use the feedback to better the world building board. So if you have any ideas how to make it better, then please write me a comment down there and give me feedback. Also, if you have questions regarding the world building in general, don't hesitate to write me also in comments and ask whatever you want. There is no stupid question. So whether I answer your questions directly on YouTube in the chat, or I make a new Q&A video, and I will also link the new Q&A video down there in the description of this video. So to give you an idea of the range, I have seen boards which have been really minimalistic, small. And I have seen Miro boards that had, the biggest one had 2.7 gigabytes of storage, and it was almost impossible to create a PDF out of it. Another thing is you can register on Miro for free, and you can use all the tools you always have if you have a paid license. The only thing in the free edition is you can't download the board, for example, as a PDF or a JPEG in high quality. But if you are working in the educational field, or for example, you're a student, then you get the educational license for free, and there you have all the tools you need. Also the download in high-res quality. Okay, so then let's start and hands on the board. So if you enter the world building board, this should be your start screen, something like that. Up here you can rename the board, for example in your project title or the name of your working team, whatever makes sense for you. And here you can decide where you want to start your world building. I mean, first of all, we will go for the little world building. The world building for creating a strong plot. So you follow this line and you will find this first board. So this board is there first of all to find the framework of your little world. So what is the driving force here? I put this example in it that you will also find in the book. It's the the vampire story Vivi and Flood. And here the driving force is rescue. The core question or strong question that connects you to your recipients, to your audience, to the gaming community is, how will Flood save the baby? And if you have a log line, you can also put it in here. Then you have the seed of the world, and here's a central question for different formats. So this is, in the end, when you have found your seed of the world. And this side here, the right side, is there really just to play, okay? To find this core on the left side. And by playing, I mean you can really scroll in. And for example, if you have these two characters, you just have the possibility here to drag and drop easily this notes, and then write, for example, characteristics in there, whatever it is, put it here. If you have the feeling or it doesn't fit yet, you can just outsort it somewhere else and put it in bag and so on. So this is here the right side to play, okay, to find all the elements you need for the framework of the seed of the world. For the little world building. So here environment, for example, if you have just In Vivian Flood, it's the beach. Rules of the world, especially perhaps some of the rules are gameplay element rules, gameplay elements. Rules of the world can also be part of the gaming rules. So this is first of all your playing ground, and if you want, then if you finish that, you can go further and you will find this bigger one here, and you can put all the information you already have now out of the seed of the world and put it in here. This is like the world core, and here in the outer range you can put in formats out of the world. I mean, for example, with Vivian Flood, there is a series concept, and it has the central question: how will Flood save the baby this time? The gaming concept would be, for example, how will you save the baby this time? And perhaps you have also a social media strategy, a seeding strategy, or you want to create a graphic novel out of it. I put you here some possibilities and examples for other formats in, so just take them or delete them as you like, okay? And then you can also think, if your whole architecture, like your formats are a cross-media or a transmedia architecture. So cross-media means all the formats are closed in themselves, and the transmedia architecture would mean that you need all the formats to get the whole experience. Okay, so this is there for you to give you an overview of the core, and always going back to the core to know where you come from in the narration, in your narrative core, sorry guys. And the outer range is there for your format ideas and your format architecture. Then there are also some of the projects, like also I described it in the book, the La Table Suisse example. And La Table Suisse is for me also kind of little world building, but it uses also a foundation of the world. So if you need, don't hesitate to take it in and use also the foundation of the world for your little world building, just if you need it, okay? And here we I can also describe it here for if you start with, like here, the expanded world building. So if you start here with the expanded world building, first of all, you will land here, and this is the foundation of your world. And it starts with your motivation. Why are you interested in creating this story world? Okay, and then all the other elements you have already experienced. So we have here, as an example, the foundation of the Hades story world that I also described to you in the book. So the theme of the world is fear of losing or dealing with loss. I mean, both of them, you can use this one, But here you already see this is for this side, the upper side is for the final ideas, and the lower side here below the line is for the outsorted ideas. So, I mean, this foundation of the world is so important because it is your narrative core in the end, your compass. So take your time and develop it as long as you need. Take your time that it becomes really strong and you have the feeling it's completely, it resonates with each other, the elements, okay? So the premise of the world here was, imagine a world where everyone knows when to die. We have the viewpoint, the loss of people you're connected to. You already see here different viewpoints that were like the sub-viewpoints for the bigger one. And we have the reflective question, is it really good to know when to die? And in this story world, we have one natural law that is different to our world, and you can put it up here. For example, this is the area for the basic rules of your world. So that means the nature laws, physics, biology, and so on, time, gravity. And you see here is written down this nature law that you're born with a scar on the inside of your lower lip. So, and then if you have your foundation of the world, just go on, and you have here the conflicts and questions. You have here the different kind of cultures and societies. Here the mythologies and religions. I already put you some possibilities to use in here, like here you can create a creation mythology for your world or for different cultures. Perhaps you have a couple of different cultures and mythologies, so you can put them all in here. And down here is the area of the character development. So this is a bigger one because you have different kind of possibilities. You can use the stylized character for the simple plots, for the little world building, for example. Here, as an example, we have the Roadrunner or Pac-Man. You have simple characters if you have them. And here you have the area of the complex character with history. You can just fill out and see where you resonate to the questions and use whatever helps you to create your character. Here is like a character A. I put you already in a character B because really often it makes sense if you have an enriched story world that you create also, for example, two mythologies with two different kind of cultures, and out of that, for example, two different kind of character. And you can here, it's always interesting if you have character that are in a strong tension field with themselves. So different kind of value systems, different kind of attitude of how they are raised, all this. So I think this is it. One more note for the decision of what should you choose. Should you choose more the little world building, where to start, the little or the expanded story world? So you can start also with a little world building, and then you see, it becomes more and more detailed, and you want to enrich it more. Then you can still use the modules of the expanded world building. So in the end, it's just in your head where you want to go. So it's all in modules. So use whatever you want. You can, as I said, start with the little world building, extend it to a foundation of a world if it makes sense, and then use the modules and delete whatever you want out. The examples, delete them, and create your creation, guys. And I wish you really a good time doing that. Leave me in the comments, as I said, if you have questions. I'd love to get your feedback, and perhaps we'll see us again in another Q&A video. Bye-bye.